I'm Alex Bell, and this is To the Point. The teacher shortage across California is making it even more difficult for students who are learning English. Tonight, we're looking at the potential consequences of falling behind and what's being done to address the problem. And we often found that it's students that are helping their peers learn in the classroom.
I like to do math. I like math too. Math.
Abdullah, Faisal, and Khalid Amin are brothers, and well, they like math.
We come to school, we play here. When we go back home, we eat and then we pray. Then we play games with each other.
Their days are pretty typical now, but things weren't always easy for these three brothers.
I didn't know English that much, and when I came to first grade, they teach me English.
The Amin family emigrated from Afghanistan to Sacramento in 2017 for security reasons. I asked Abdullah, who is now a second grader, what it felt like when he didn't know what his teachers were saying.
Nerve-wracking.
None of the brothers spoke English when they entered the Sacramento City Unified School District. They primarily spoke their native language, Pashto, says their father.
They bring the homework in, they ask me how can I do, and I will try to help them. And sometimes I didn't understand. I search in the Google and try to find the solution for him. In the beginning was hard.
How was it hard?
Because no one around them to translate to them.
For Faisal, a fourth grader, he says it was a scary experience.
When I came here, I didn't know nobody, even the teachers. So I was kind of scared. When I came, there was nobody in our class from our country. There were all of California people, English. So I was scared, and the teacher was trying to help me, but I didn't understand.
Khalid, a sixth grader, says he relied on friends to help translate for him.
They called my friends to translate, and they were trying to make me understand a little bit.
This isn't uncommon at Pacific Elementary. Dr. Karen Bridges, the school's interim principal, says they've seen an increase in Afghan refugee students just in the last year because of the withdrawal from Afghanistan in the summer of 2021.
People may not be aware of some of the issues that they've had and that they've experienced in their country, and some of the trauma that they've experienced, and understanding that trauma, and how when they come over here, some of the things that have happened to them, it can actually affect some of their learning. But at the same time, when we look at these kids, they're very, very resilient. They want to learn, they're eager to learn, they want to do whatever it is that they can do.
Dr. Olga Sims is the director of the Multilingual Literacy Department at Sac City Unified. The department helps all newcomers, refugee, and migrant students.
We are in a state of emergency, I would call, when we're suffering from a teacher shortage, and then when you add that we're suffering from a teacher shortage and bilingual teacher shortage.
Dr. Sims says the district's Human Resources Department has been working nonstop to hire and recruit, even working with neighboring universities to find candidates from the credential programs.
What you want to do is use language that is not a deficit language, but a language that empowers students to be who they are and what they want to be in that classroom, right? We want to develop leaders in the classroom.
We caught up with fourth grade teacher Curtis Stanfield in between his busy class schedule.
Fourth grade is lots of fun.
He only speaks English, but has multiple students who speak different languages in his class. We asked what it's like to teach while navigating language barriers.
It does get frustrating for them too, because we read left to right, and they're used to reading right to left.
He likes working in smaller groups.
Especially with these newcomer students from Afghanistan and places, I do small groups with them, and we are learning specifically letters and sounds, phonics, because the alphabet is totally foreign to them. They have never seen it before. So we start off with the basics.
And those moments when they finally turn a corner makes it all worthwhile.
We were just working, and I had some girls that were reading some words for the first time, and it just is such a thrill to see them blossom that way. So I appreciate all their hard work.
Online programs like Brain Pop also help teach English language basics, but still many students rely on each other.
A lot of times we'll have another student in the classroom who speaks the same language but also speaks English. We tend to sit those students together so that they can support each other.
The Amin brothers are now helping their fellow classmates through an all too familiar experience.
There was like a kid that speaks Farsi and he didn't know what the teacher was saying, and then I helped him do it.
Why do you like helping?
Because it's more kind and more respectful and more responsible.
Whether kids in their class need help fixing a computer or
she was trying to tell the teacher that I'm sick, I'm going home.
The brothers make sure that the classmates have help navigating a new world.
I'm proud of them.
Kindness is something that each of these brothers have ingrained in them.
We are Muslim must help needy people in each field.
And the boys were clear. They learned kindness from their father.
Because he helps me with my homework and he helps me with my handwriting.
And I am very happy to say that the boys are doing excellent in school.